I didn't know what to expect going into this movie, and I really enjoyed it. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about 1001. The movie is written and directed by A.V. Rockwell. This is her first full-length movie. She's done a bunch of shorts in the past. The movie stars Tiana Taylor, William Catlett, and Josiah Cross plays Terry at 17 years old. Tiana plays this mother named Inez. It takes place in 1994. It starts in 1994. She's getting out of Rikers, and she goes back to the shelter, and she sees her son on the street. He's walking with a bunch of other kids from the foster home, and she tries to talk to him, but he doesn't really say anything to her. Terry is really like quiet, especially early on when we meet him at like 6 years old. He gets hurt and he ends up in the hospital, and that's what you see in the trailer. Like the trailer really doesn't give a lot away, and I was happy about that. So when she visits him in the hospital, she's like, "Do you want to live with me?" And he's like, "Yeah," but she doesn't have a plan. So she just like technically kidnaps him. She doesn't go through the proper channels to take him back. She just leaves with him, and she doesn't really have anywhere to stay, and she's trying to figure it out. And when she does find a good place to stay, she gets into it with the people that live there, and she gets thrown out. So like Terry is not afraid to challenge her even at this young age. He's like, "You messed it up. I like staying there and you messed it up." So she has to go back and forth with, making sure he trusts her to do the right thing. And, she figures it out. She finds a place for them to stay. She gets a job. She goes to work. And then that's when we start getting, the flash forwards and, time moving forward. And, Terry is older and he's a teen and he's going through things. And that's where the movie takes us as they grow throughout the years. You also see New York landscape change. I like the way the movie was shot, just the way we started looking at New York in 1994. Things just look real gritty, and then, as the story progresses, you see things change and you hear like the mayor talking, different mayors, you hear Giuliani talking, you hear Bloomberg talking, and like different things that they tried to introduce, like, stop and frisk. That was Giuliani's thing, so Terry is walking around and he's getting stopped and frisked. And as a young black man, it was a problem, growing up in that time. And I thought the movie did a great job of not making it about drugs and, abuse or something like that. I was afraid going in that we were going to see things like that. And you don't see that in this movie. So I was happy about that. You just see Inez trying to do right for her son and trying to give him the things that she didn't have. And her boyfriend Lucky comes into the picture, and you think he's gonna do something wrong, like to Inez in terms physically, but he doesn't. He's there for them. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna look out for you and your mom. I'm gonna protect you guys." And it was like really cool to see that dynamic that Terry took to Lucky, like just, looking up to him. And the movie ends in like 2005. So we get a lot of years with them and a lot of changes with them. And I was just like, this is different. This is really well done. And Tiana Taylor is doing a great job. She's on screen a lot and she's doing a really good job of, carrying the emotional weight of the movie. Josiah Cross, he plays Terry at 17. That's where he gets to, Terry gets to do a little bit more. When he's younger, he's not saying much. Even at this age, he's still quiet. He tries to talk to a girl and then he's super nervous. He doesn't, always know what to say. So it was good to see him actually have more to do. And he does some emotional lifting as well, at 17, when things change, his life gets flipped upside down. And I was just like, I did not see that coming, really. And it was a really good movie. So those are just my thoughts on 1001. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.